Hello everyone! Good morning. It's not the morning, it's the afternoon, but I've just gotten so used to saying that now because I've been doing a lot of my videos in the morning lately. But anyways, it really doesn't matter. I'm looking like a hot mess. My poor nose. My poor nose needs to figure out its life because I've got a wedding to go to in 2 days. It's not my wedding, obviously. What? No. But like, please, please. I hate my hormones. No one cares. No one cares. So if you haven't already read the title, / if you don't follow me on Instagram and you didn't participate in the poll of what foundation people wanted me to try out next, well, it's this one. And yes, I got 2 shades because I couldn't tell because Sephora lighting sucks and it's always different looking when you leave the store. So I got 2 different samples here of the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. And now I could have sworn this was called the Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. But now that I'm like looking online and everything, it's just the Lock-It Foundation. I don't know if things changed, but this is the one, the infamous Kat Von D Foundation, basically. So many of you wanted me to try this out. It was only behind the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. If you didn't watch that review, I will link it down below for you. I think the only reason people wanted to see that one first over this one is purely because of all the hype surrounding the Born This Way foundation, since it like just came out and everything. But yeah, the Kat Von D. I feel like this has been a hyped and loved product for a very, very long time. It is infamous for being very, very thick, very, very full coverage. And I mean, I clearly need some coverage right now. So let's go on to Sephora's website really quick and check out what they have to say about the foundation before I smear it all over my face. The Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation for 1 ounce, a typical foundation amount. This is gonna set you back $35. Got a super high rating, review ratio and everything, and if I'm counting correctly, this comes in 19 shades. Seems a little weird. You would think she would come out with like 20, but okay, 19, that's cool too. What it is, a high pigment foundation for full coverage that leaves a long-lasting, beautiful finish. This foundation is supposed to provide exceptional coverage without compromising a smooth, striking finish. It's formulated with 21% pigment. I'm assuming that must be a lot for a foundation. Combination of raw materials and the best siliconic elastomers and siliconic esters provide 24-hour wear with transfer resistance. Apparently that's supposed to mean that it's going to absorb oil for a matte, soft finish, and the added emollients provide a velvety texture for perfectly smooth, hydrated skin. Usually foundations and stuff will have like a how to use section, but this doesn't have that here. So I'm just gonna do what I typically do and apply the foundation with a brush on half of my face and then a damp Real Techniques sponge, because I don't have a beauty blender. I'll use that to cover the other half of my face, just so that we can see if there's a difference, and also just so that people don't yell at me in the comments. Covering my own butt here. Is this a YouTube made me buy it? I mean, kind of. That's where all the hype comes from. So I mean, let's just sing the song because we can, shall we? Oh honey, you want to join along? Alright, ready guys? Alright, YouTube made me buy it, and now I'm gonna try it. Yeah. I'm sorry, honey. Zoom in on my face here. I know. I feel like my nose looks a lot more haggard than it actually is, but I mean, it's also owie / Scott. This is the owie. If Rudolph here pops up within the next couple, I'm pissed. I'm so mad. But yeah, just the typical concerns for me. I've got my scarring here, got a couple little healing bits, and this mess that we are calling my nose. I'm still trying to get back my skin after that awful bout with a skincare product that did not agree with my skin, so I'm getting there. Just my nose needs to figure its life out quick. Alright, so I got numbers 45 and 48. Ooh, those look really different. This is 45 and this is 48. I believe, let's see what Sephora says. Number 45 light is for a light complexion with a yellow undertone, which is pretty obvious in the color there. And number 48 light is for a medium complexion with a beige undertone. Oh my god, this is a thick foundation. I mean, I knew that when I was swatching it in Sephora, but like, look at it stands up. I'm not used to wearing full coverage foundation, you guys. Dang. Homegirl at Sephora hooked me up. This is a huge sample. Alright, so we've got number 45 there, and we've got number 40. That can't be right. I must have switched these around. I totally did. Oh my gosh, okay. Oopsies. This is number 45 and this is number 48. I feel like 45 is just way too yellow for me. I know you're not supposed to match it to your hand, but like this is way better, right? Oh, that I just mixed it, but right? Actually mixing them is a good color for me. As I do, I am going to put on my primer here, and any products that you see me use, unless I forget to, which I don't feel like I ever do, but if I forget, I mean, tell me and I'll let you know. But I always leave the products that I'm using listed in the description below if you're curious. Right, so primer is on. Now I'm gonna start slow. I'm gonna start real slow. A little goes a long way with this stuff is what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna try mixing because I really do think that I am not an actual shade that she makes. But there, mixed. So mixed. And I'm gonna further mix it with my Outer Beauty brush. Okay, maybe a little doesn't necessarily go a long way. I mean, it looks like it did something, but not as much as I thought it would. It doesn't really smear around as much as I thought it would. There. Too much? Whatever. You guys, so there it is on half of my face here. You can obviously tell the difference. Someone asked me the other day why I don't put foundation over my eye area, and it's purely because I hate the way that foundation looks in my brows, and also it creases really terribly on me. But I mean, I'll show you today. I'll show you why I don't usually do this, but I think it looks a lot more natural than I thought it was going to. And it's very lightweight. Like, I was expecting this to feel really heavy. It's definitely not the lightest feeling foundation I've ever used, but really, I can barely feel that it's on my face right now. So far so good. If I go like this, and then you're scared because it's so much worse on this side, right? No, that wasn't funny? Alright. So like I said, I've just got my damp Real Techniques sponge here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the other half of my face. Have it on my full face. I don't think it made a huge difference, but it definitely did make a difference this time around in application technique. I think because the damp sponge is able to kind of shear the foundation out and water it out a little bit, it looks a bit more natural that way, and this side looks a bit cakier. So that's just gonna be personal preference, I guess. I'm gonna put my glasses on to make sure you guys are focused. I'm not loving the way that this is looking in like my mouth lines and on my nose, but I think it looks like a full coverage foundation. That's just me, you know. I hate the way full coverage foundations sit in my nose pores, and I'm just gonna do a little extra dab to get these little scars. Oh, there goes the sun. Bye-bye. So you can see, you can definitely use this to like spot conceal. Just get a bit more coverage. I know in foundation reviews I usually like to use like an under eye concealer or something to see how the foundation plays with other products, but with this foundation I think you can just use it as a multitasker since it is so full coverage. I also like testing out whether or not the foundation needs / if it does well with a setting powder, or if, you know, it just sets on its own. So I'm just gonna use my translucent powder from Tarte, and I'm gonna use this on half of my face. I'm putting it on the sponge side just because the brush side looks cakey enough on its own, much less with the powder on top. powder is on this side. I honestly don't think it made much of a difference since this is quite a matte foundation already. I will say that this is really creasing under my eyes already. I mean, that is with my powder. Yes, I always set my under eye, but... Alright. Oh, and my nose is looking all kinds of awful, but there you go. There's the difference. No powder. Powder. What do we think? Difference? I don't see much of one. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. I'm not gonna do too much here because I've gotta get going, and I will just be back here in a second to check in with you all on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, so super casual day today, but sometimes when all you have to do is go to the lady doctor and run some errands, why would you want to wear anything other than a dinosaur t-shirt? Like a super funny dinosaur t-shirt too. So and then with the addition of a full coverage foundation, I mean, I'm just looking good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I didn't do anything crazy, just eyeliner, mascara, my brows, and then contour and blush. But there you go. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I really need to get going, but that is what the foundation looks like with makeup on top of it. It is currently 12:24 in the afternoon. Oh, of course, clock, you're gonna mock me. It's 12:25 now. God, it looks like my brows are different colors. It's just the lighting right now. Like I said, I've got to get going to the doctor, and I will just check in with you all whenever I need to blot my face, which I'm sure I'm gonna need to do at some point. It is hot outside and sunny, so I will just see you all when I see you then. So, alright, I'm gonna get going. Bye! At home here from all of my errands and the doctor and whatnot. It is currently 5:02 p.m. Yes, I need to charge my phone. Missions accomplished. Walgreens, Ulta, went and swatched a bunch of makeup and bought none of it. Can I get a thumbs up for that? So hard. There's so many beautiful lipsticks that I totally would have purchased, but I didn't need them. I didn't need them. So self-restraint. Whew, you all want to know about the foundation, don't you? Well, I haven't really looked at it. I mean, it feels okay. Looks pretty good, right? How did it do under my glasses? Not very good on either side, honestly, but... my nose looks horrific. So if any of you have dry skin or flaky bits, I would say don't use this foundation because it clings and just looks terrible on them. Oh, look at that. Here comes the sun, now I'm blinded. Here comes the sun, and I say, you're too bright. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. I need to blot my face. So I'm gonna use my Boscia wipes here. Ah, my face feels much better without all of this on it. Now that I've blotted, I don't think my face looks too different. I mean, definitely a little less shiny for sure, but I think this foundation really does hold up to that whole oil absorbing claim, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I looked quite as oily as I was, although maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. So yeah, for now, that's about it for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and get some work done. I might do some laundry, I need to do my nails, and I need to wrap Dana's wedding gift. So yeah, really simple, basic life things, but I will keep the foundation on. We will see how it lasts for a full day here, and I will just check in with you all at the very end of the night. So I'll see you then. Bye! Good evening. It is the end of the night. It is currently 11:27 p.m. I am so ready to go to bed. It's pretty accurate. I really did not have a very eventful night, but it was good. I got stuff done. I got Dana's wedding stuff done. I did laundry, ate dinner. I got my work done, I uploaded a video, I did some cross stitch, you know, it was a good night. I hung out with the goofball in the tub. I mean, I didn't hang out with him in there, but what are you doing? Let's look at the foundation. So, I mean, like you can see, the foundation's definitely still there. I think it looks pretty darn comparable from side to side. I mean, this side of my face where I had the powder on is a little bit more matte, but I mean, I think I'm being very, very picky and judgmental when I say that. I feel like if you saw me out on the street like this, you wouldn't be like, that girl's got powder on half her face. So the foundation really did hold up well on its own. I think for me, it's just too full coverage. I would personally never go out and buy this foundation, but if you like a full coverage foundation, I mean, this held up nicely. Like I said earlier, it's very lightweight. It really feels silky soft and not like it's going anywhere, and as you can see, it really didn't go anywhere. So A+ on the length of wear time, Kat Von D. That is gonna do it for me for this foundation review. I hope it was helpful as always, and I hope you guys are all doing well, and until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!